cramped, it's noisy, it's completely impractical, and we all love it. Formula One returns to Monaco for its annual Glamour Fest and for round 7 of the World Championship. Hello there, welcome to the highlights of the Monaco Grand Prix. The championship is rapidly developing into a two-horse race, with Britain's David Coulthard gaining ground on Michael Schumacher after his victory last time out in Austria. Coulthard and Schumacher have won the last 2 races round this place, and they put on some fantastic skills in qualifying. The McLarens look good. This is the last chance saloon for Mika Häkkinen's title hopes. He's right on the pace. Michael Schumacher has a few early hiccups before pulling out a stunning lap with 20 minutes to go.
Bingo! It's my game, says Michael Schumacher.
But Coulthard isn't finished. A banzai lap at the last minute rockets him to pole position.
David Coulthard moves up into pole position. Absolutely fantastic.
Schumacher tries to respond, but he clonks the wall on his last time lap and has to settle for second. So, Coulthard leading the pack on the narrow Monaco grid. Michael Schumacher alongside, Häkkinen and Barrichello supporting them 3rd and 4th. Ralf Schumacher 5th. Irvine, a brilliant 6th. The Jaguar discovering its bite at last. Row 4, Montoya and Trulli. Row 5, Villeneuve and an impressive Fisichella. The Benetton's lack of power, not such a handicap round here. Of the rest, Alesi quids in at 11th. Frentzen unlucky 13th. And Jenson Button really needing to throw a double 6 if he's to hit the points jackpot at Monte Carlo. Stand by then for the Monaco Grand Prix with your commentators Martin Brundle and Murray Walker.
Thanks, Jim. Well, all ready to go. A brilliant pole position for David Coulthard. Michael Schumacher alongside him, then Häkkinen and Rubens Barrichello. And it's all going to be down to getting into the first corner. And David Coulthard in trouble. He's stalled. Is he going to have to get away last?
Yeah, Coulthard there, clearly some kind of drama. We don't know if it's driver error or if he's had another one of those technical problems, but Coulthard stranded on the grid, held Häkkinen up slightly. Häkkinen will be able to rejoin his normal grid position, but Coulthard will have to start from the back, Murray.
Yeah, I don't use the word disaster very often, but this really is a disaster for McLaren. Jacking up the back of the car, there's no way he's going to be able to catch them and get anywhere near his proper grid position, even if he was allowed to. So, down to the Mirabeau goes Michael Schumacher, followed by Barrichello. They both moved up a place, of course. Everybody has moved up a place, because David Coulthard is going to have to start 22nd and last. The worst possible thing, there he is, the replay. This is a replay of David Coulthard, fury and despair written all over him.
And Coulthard's only hope is that there's an aborted start, that somebody else stalls their engines, and with an aborted start or a red flag on lap 1, then he may have a chance of resuming his original grid position. But right now, the new lap record holder of this circuit is starting at the tail of the field.
Yeah, well spotted, Martin. That's what David Coulthard must be hoping for. And of course, Michael Schumacher there is now effectively in pole position, smiling all over his face. But as I said before, the same thing has happened to him in the past. But right now, it is Michael Schumacher up front. Mika Häkkinen behind him, now effectively second on the grid. You can see Rubens Barrichello's Ferrari behind Michael Schumacher's. Ralf Schumacher is now effectively 4th on the grid in the Williams, and Eddie Irvine up to 5th position. And there is the unfortunate David Coulthard. Well, teeth gritted, eyes slitted. He's going to have to really get down to it now. In the worst place in the world, as the 3rd light goes on, the 4th light goes on, the 5th, and it is go, go, go! Schumacher leads. Schumacher leads into Saint Devote. Are they all going to get around? And there's Montoya trying to go through on the inside. Fingers crossed. David Coulthard has already passed one tail ender. That will be Tarso Marquez. But Schumacher leads, Häkkinen leads, Barrichello leads, Ralf Schumacher 4th in the Williams as they come through Casino Square, down past the Hotel Metropole, turning into the Mirabeau. Now the grand hairpin. That is about a 20-mile-an-hour corner in 1st gear. And thank heavens, but David Coulthard won't be saying this, they have all got away safely. It's a good start at Monaco, and David I was wrong about him passing Tarso Marquez, and he is still last on the track. First on, and somebody hit the wall. Somebody hit the wall. Who is it? It looks like a Sauber to me. It is a Sauber.
It's Raikkonen, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
it's
it's not.
Heidfeld.
Sorry, it's Heidfeld.
Now, this is going to be a problem. There's not a crane there. Look there, you see Heidfeld slam into the wall.
I think there was some contact with the arrows and just launched Heidfeld. Front wheels will be off the ground, no way of turning in or braking. And Coulthard just making his way around the back of the field, just trying to avoid the various disasters, really not attacking on that first lap.
Montoya is flying, Barrichello is flying, Eddie Irvine is in 6th position in the points, and the Jaguar team have yet this year to score a World Championship point. Irvine loves this circuit. He's had a 2nd, a 3rd and a 4th. He was 4th last year. Fingers crossed for him.
Look at those two BMW Williams on their Michelins, hanging on there very, very nicely in 4th and 5th place. Montoya, fastest man on the track last time around. And here is a replay of the start. Coulthard is missing, and really copybook starts for the... we think Montoya's off somewhere.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. It's the exit from the swimming pool. So that's the first retirement. Let's see what happens. Montoya runs wide, out steps the back, into the Armco, and that is the first right-hander at the swimming pool. He's parked it in a nice, tidy place. There's a crane there. They'll be able to haul the Williams BMW off the track. No points for Montoya.
Yeah, the marshals are particularly good down there, helped by that crane, and they'll operate under waved yellows, which means the drivers must significantly slow down, and that they will have to do, but they will clear that car very, very quickly. Montoya losing it in the first part of the swimming pool, whacking the barrier, launched across the curbs, I think, lost the back end of the car, and finished his accident at the end of the swimming pool. And that, he's fallen away a lot, some 6 or 7 seconds.
Oh, hello.
And there's Hakkinen, look, and that was Barrichello we watched him. So Hakkinen then, very, very slow through the middle part of the previous lap.
And Barrichello, of course, up into 2nd place. Now, that's going to make it even stronger for Michael Schumacher, even harder for Mika Hakkinen, because with 2 Ferraris in front of him, although Rubens Barrichello will be as intent on winning this race as Michael Schumacher is, with Ferrari 1st and 2nd, you can be very sure indeed that team orders will rule, and we know what team orders in Ferrari means. It means Schumacher wins if he gets the chance.
Well, Hakkinen was coasting out of the tunnel when we picked him up very late in his problem, so whether he's nerfed the barrier or whether he had some kind of ignition cut, we don't know, but he lost some 7 or 8 seconds in the middle of the previous lap, and that's why then Barrichello is up to P2, but he's 7 seconds behind Michael Schumacher.
P2, place 2, lap 14, Schumacher, Barrichello, 7 seconds between them, Mika Hakkinen 2 seconds further back. It's turning out to be a black race for the grey and black McLaren team. David Coulthard 17th, he's ahead of Marquez, he's still behind Benoldi, and Alonso in the Minardi is an excellent 15th.
Panis in the pits again, so maybe I was right on that. He did whack the wall at some stage, but Hakkinen 5 seconds slower again in the mid part of the lap. So some kind of fuel problem, Murray, and we think Hakkinen has pulled out of the race. So Hakkinen out of the race, bad day so far for McLaren. Coulthard down the back, Hakkinen out. James, what can you tell us?
Well, I'm down here, a complete surprise, his arrival in the pits. Steve Hallam, his chief engineer, was talking to him on the radio. Obviously something to do with the rear suspension they're looking at, maybe an ignition possibly problem, but they were giving him advice.